Hi there. Today I would like to explain a little the ability system and the new options I have added to position the areas and the projectiles that the abilities spawn. Okay, then we can go to combat system. We have different base classes. The the most important class is the combat system. It's a component of the character and is the class that manage all the all the abilities of the character, the activation, the cast, the damage, the resources, everything or almost everything is here. Okay, but there are another um, base classes that are really important. The first one is the ability class. Okay, the ability class is the class that manage the launch of the ability. When you press the button of an ability, this class manage that that the effects of the ability can resolve. Okay, or if the ability have a cast, it manage the cast together with the combat system. Okay, but the ability in its own is unable to for example, to deal damage or to stun. Okay, why? Because this is the job of effects. Okay, effects. I can open an example. An example. For example, I think effect. This is an effect. Okay, an effect can apply what I call resource effect, change change the value of a resource, for example, the health, the mana, or another resource. We have a lot of options to do it. And the effect can apply modifiers. What are modifiers? Modifiers are entities that apply effects in time. Okay, for example, debuffs or buffs or crowd contours like stuns. Okay, damage over time, healing over time. These are modifiers or passive. Imagine a passive that heal you an amount every 5 seconds. These are modifiers. Okay, these effects are applied by the to the target of an ability by the ability class. Okay, we come back. We have combat system component, the most important class. We have the ability based class that manage the effect application and the effect application resolve the change in the resources of the target and apply also modifiers, what is another of the base class of this system. Okay, also we have a target system class that is also a component of the character that manage all the targeting. Okay, and this when you select this highlight of the target, that the color is different if it is a light or not. This indicator in the floor. Okay, all of this is managed by this class. But there is one class left, the most important for this video, and the last one, that is EffectApplicators. I I have said that the abilities apply effects to the target of the abilities, but this is not always true. Why? This is only true in direct, in instant abilities. Okay, for example, this ability. You press the ability. I don't know why not working the animation, but this ability apply directly the effect that damage the target, okay, of the ability of my character, the target I have selected. Okay, but some abilities do not apply itself the effect. The ability, you have to understand that the ability code only manage the launch of the ability. Okay, when the launch finish, the code of this class finish. When I press this ability, due to that the ability is instant, you can the same ability code is in its own apply the effect, okay? But think, for example, in an ability that left in the floor and that create then spawn an area or a projectile. The ability code finish because the launch of the ability is done, okay? But you have a projectile or an area that can apply damage, that can deal damage to any or can heal to any target, okay? And the effect of this projectile or of this area is applied by this entity, by the projectile or the area that is a new class itself. And this class is what I call effect applicator. Then what is an effect applicator? It's an actor, an entity spawned by an ability that can't apply effects to the target. Okay, then for example, if I spawn an ability, a projectile with this, sorry, with a second ability, I can spawn a projectile. Is the configuration of the ability. Okay, for example, here. Okay, I can cast. This can be cast in movement. Then I press the button. Then the ability class start the managing of the code that launch the ability. When finish it? When the projectile spawns. Okay. Now the ability code is finished and spawns a new class, a new object of the class effect applicator. Okay, effect applicator is going to have a lot of childs that implements the feature, the mechanisms of the different projectiles and areas. Okay, why I'm explaining all of that? Because it's the base to understand what is an effect applicator and the base to understand why is needed different options to spawn these entities, these objects. Okay, okay, we are going to see what are the options that are already implemented. Okay, we can see in this same ability, cast hits. Okay, this is the configuration of the ability. You can see I can explain deeper all the options, all the configuration in another video. But you have cast option, animations, what effects the ability applies, the icon range of. You have seen that when you have to select the position of this projectile, you can choose what are the textures to these circles, okay, to select. You have the version to show in range and out of range. I can if you go far away, can see that it comes red, okay, because I have a different texture for this case here, okay, out of range. And a lot of options: range, cooldown, target. Okay, but what is the objective of this video? The objective of this video is applicator options to spawn. Okay, has an effect applicator? Yes, it has a projectile. Effect applicator class. This one is a projectile that follows the target, homing target projectile. Okay, and this is all. These are all the options that we have to spawn these these effect applicators. For example, caster. What mean caster? That the effect applicator spawn on the character of the player. Okay, this is the most common case of projectiles. Okay, I can cast, flung, go. More options. Caster bone. This is the same, but we can choose here an specific bone of the mesh of the character to spawn this projectile. For example, you can select a socket near to the hand of the projectile. Okay. For example, I can cast, and you can see that it now has spawned in the left arm, in the left hand. Okay, can try again. It has a strange. Now I am the target. I don't know if the target of the target selection all. Okay, you can select, but you select all. Each target is okay. Okay, more options. The same, but with target. I don't know. A projectile or an area can spawn in the target location. It's not really strange. Some abilities can spawn damaging areas in your target. Okay, to damage the enemies also. It's not a good example with this projectile because it's a projectile, a homing projectile that finishes when it collides with the target, but you see that it works. What's more? What's more options? Target bond, the same idea that caster bond. Physical location. I give the floor max location the last explain. I will explain it the last. Physical location. You can choose a location with the code. So within the code of the ability, you can give a variable a location to spawn. Okay, but you can also give a physical location in this configuration. For example, instead of 000, we can 000 is this position. Okay, this. But I can give it another position like this one, 10 meters in y-axis. And now if I cast it, we can see there. Okay, there, because right there is the origin, and 10 meters in the y-axis, that is this axis, is the position. Okay, I can test, for example, another one like in the vertical Mm, okay, give some z-axis position. Then I cannot see it. Don't know why. I'm not sure, but another try. Right. Okay, here. Okay. It is working. Okay. You can select also custom. This is to call a custom code that spawn the effect applicator in with a strange mechanic. Okay, it's not going to be used a lot, but okay, it's here. And the last is floor mouse location. Floor mouse location is the most interesting for areas because when you hit the button or the key of the ability, it lets you to select where do you want to spawn the area or even the projectile. You can see that this ability have a projectile in the configuration and it is going to spawn a projectile. It's very strange, but you can do it. Okay, then you see that is check the the range. Okay, if you click the left mouse button far away, it does nothing. If you click the right mouse button, it does nothing. It cancel the position selection. But if you click the left mouse button within the range, you can see that it's going to spawn in this location after the cast the the projectile. Okay, and these are all the options of the new spawn system of EffectApplicators. I have to say another last thing, that is an offset. You can configure an offset to any of the options. Okay, with any of these options, is going to sum to add an offset to this spawn location. For example, now you can see that when I use the ability and spawn the projectile, you can see that it spawn in the floor in the zero vertical axis. Okay, this is not so good for this example. It's not too good. I can give some suitable some vertical value like 1 meter, 2 meters. Okay, and you are going to see that it spawns with some 8. What? Not sure what is happening there. It's not 2 meters. It's not 2 meters. Sorry, it's a lot of more. The units. It's in centimeters, not millimeters. Here you can see that it didn't spawn in the floor, but 2 meters. 2 meters is the vertical axis. Okay, we can do the same with the another options. For example, caster, and you are going to see that 2 meters, 4 is going to spawn in my head, over my head, on my character. Okay, and there. Okay. Another thing I have to explain the last thing is that when you choose this option to spawn the floor, where is it? Where is it? Effect applicator, spawn floor mouse location, spawn option. Okay, instead of this UI to select the location, that is good for new players, but it's a little bit slow when you know what is the range at the area of your ability. Okay, you can configure the game to mouse over to launch the effect applicator, to launch the ability in the mouse cursor without the use and click of this UI. Okay, if without the need to do this process. And how I do this? I have to choose this option, mouse over, true, and now you can see that I can spawn in this position, okay, with the offset, but you see that the game don't show the UI to select the location. Okay, for example here. Okay, and this is all today. Bye.